You want to know something terrible?
That we did major.
We just
major
messed up.
Major boo.
Jack calls us and goes, hey, did you mean to order the wardrobes and the kitchen and the linen press a different colour to the laundry and the walls? And I was like, no. And I was like, oh my goodness. It was in that moment I realised, oopsies, this is a disaster and we're freaking out and we're like, what are we going to do? Do we repaint the whole house? Do we repaint the cupboards? And we're like, no, let's just figure this out. We were meant to have a day to get ready for a TV ad that we were filming for the following 2 days, but we decided that we needed to drive up here for 1 hour basically to figure out what to do because we kind of needed to see it in person. So we drove like 4 hours for like one decision and then drove back to Sydney.
This is what happens when you're doing things on the fly and then you're freaking leaving the country. Anyway. So guys, we are back in Newcastle, which we're not meant to be here right now actually. We just flew home late last night, but that's what you kind of have to do when we're moving so quickly because we need to make a decision about this paint disaster so that it doesn't delay the rest of the project because the floor's meant to come in on Thursday or Friday. We're not going to get back here until the end of the week. We're like, the paint might need to be repainted tomorrow, which the boys are going to have to do. So it's all a bit of a disaster, but this is our first time being back on site since being in Europe. So come with us as have a look. We see it for the first time. Wow, the deck. Wow. Oh my goodness. Nice. Wow, this looks amazing. Wow, wow, wowee. Are you happy about us being here? We're about to head home. We came up, drove up for 2 hours, stayed here for a few hours. Ended up missing some of the appointments I had back in Sydney because this just needed to be figured out. I guess the solution is that we're going to keep the colour of the paint the same. We bought in the stone and we bought in a few of the samples and I think it actually is going to work. Is it perfect? Probably not. Would I have changed it if I was making the decision way back at the beginning? Yeah, probably. But I think it'll work because there's creamier tones in the stone. I think the only issue we're going to run into is the colour of the linen cupboard in the hallway, which is different to the laundry cupboard. And I think we're just going to get them professionally sprayed. And then the wardrobes, we're going to see how they go. We may have to get them professionally sprayed too, but we'll just do that later down the track if it doesn't work. And that'll cost us probably $1,500 all up, which is not ideal, but in terms of time and the effort of repainting the whole house and then not liking it, because the option was maybe to do Lexicon Quarter, which would match closer to the cabinets, but I was like, I'm just worried that the whole house is going to be blue and I just don't want a blue house. So
she doesn't want a blue house, everyone.
No. So anyway, we're keeping it. I guess it was a successful little trip because I'm glad I was here just to make all those decisions.
Charlotte was right to the end.
So anyway, off to Sydney we go. This is a long day. I'm feeling very tired. In Europe right now, what's the time? 9:30 in the morning. So I'm feeling a little tired.
Missed our sleep.
We missed our
night,
but that's okay. Anyway, the joys of renovating and not being here to make decisions.
10.
Why'd you do that?
10.
What are you doing?
10.
Just whack my nose. Oh, it's week 10. Oh, it's week 10, everyone.
Welcome to week 10.
Just let your body rock, rock like you never wanna stop.
I cannot believe that it is week 10 already, and tomorrow is a very exciting day because our floors are getting laid. So we're going to have floorboards. I'll show you the sample here actually. These floorboards going all throughout the living areas and then this beautiful carpet in the bedrooms. It just feels so crazy because, I mean, only 10 weeks ago, this was a very unlivable house. And now it is starting to look beautiful again. I'm here in the bedrooms. They've all been painted. The wardrobes are in. The lights, the electrician has been here. The bathrooms are ready to be tiled. It's just crazy. So I'm super excited to see it all come to life because I feel like, you know, it's my vision or our vision coming to life. And yeah, I'm hoping it all looks good and I'm sure it will because the flooring selections that we've made are just beautiful in their own right. So watch this space. I will keep you updated. I will be here all day tomorrow filming so that we can show you the finished product. You can probably hear all the noise in the background because the boys are busy outside building our railing because this used to not be to code. So it was too short. If you just stood there, a little kid could probably topple over. So we are building it up so that it's to code and safe, and building a new timber railing for the stairs because it used to be metal and it was just a bit dated and old. So we're bringing new life to the front of the house. The boys also put in a pergola and a deck, and we're going to start clearing the backyard. There's just so much rubbish that was behind the shed and in the shed that the previous owners left. It's truly going to change so much in the next 4 weeks, or it has to, because we've set our challenge, and in 4 weeks' time, we should be all done, which is slightly insane. And I'm hoping we make it, and I'm confident we will, as long as the rain stays away, because we're about to essentially be spending a few weeks doing landscaping. So it is all happening. But yeah, that's my little week 10 update for you.
I don't know where we'll go. All I know is what I'm told. So tell me when we're told that. Keep it cool on the low. I don't know where we'll go. All I know is what I'm told. So tell me when we're told that. Keep it cool on the low.
Welcome to our kitchen. It is semi-installed. As you can see, the stone has just been placed on top because it used to live outside on the grass, and we thought it's about time
Let's
that it came
bring it in.
inside.
Also, it was a good idea to bring it in so we could check with the paint color if it kind of worked together.
And so we have the stone roughly in, we have some of the cabinets in. These obviously all have to be leveled. We have these beautiful handles from ABI Interiors that we've just started to put in, and I'm super excited to see them on the rest of the cabinet.
I just took out the drawers this morning so the floor layer, when he comes tomorrow, doesn't scratch them by accident. And the stone's also getting installed hopefully later this afternoon.
And we'll have our sink here. It'll get cut out with our beautiful ABI Interiors tap. And our appliances are on the way from Westinghouse.
And we're also just deciding at the moment if we're going to do a V-groove feature panel underneath the island. We also have the back panels that match the cabinetry. So we're just umming if we want to bring in the feature wall and make it a feature down here, or just keep it simple and match the kitchen.
But besides that, tomorrow we have our floors going in. So we're gonna have our beautiful Flooring Xtra laminate flooring going down. And I'm really excited because I think this is gonna bring so much warmth and depth to this space, because right now it's very white and cream, and it's really lovely. Like, I love the gold accents, but I think with a bit of wood, it's just gonna look stunning.
And we're also really worried in this house that it wasn't being enough light. Now that we've painted though, it is definitely heaps of natural light. It's like a cloudy day today and it's still really light inside.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And just imagine the light timber flooring, when we have feature lights and all that, it's just gonna look so pretty. And now I'm starting to get super excited about the project. Before I was like, the walls are blank and the floor looks a bit of a disaster, but now
it's starting to take shape.
Let's show you outside.
This is our beautiful bench seat that will not be staying out here for much longer.
Kind of like works as a bit of like a chair.
Honestly, I feel like this is like a little daybed vibes. It's quite comfortable actually.
We just left this here. No, this is going
I feel
inside.
like I've seen things like this before.
So this is the first time that we've seen the deck. The boys did it while we were away and it looks so amazing.
And honestly, we haven't actually properly seen it because there's floor coverings.
And they've also done the pergola, which looks amazing.
Looks very nice. We opted for a clear sheeting
to allow for more natural light, because we were worried that because this is south facing, I think, the backyard, that we wouldn't get as much natural light. You can't even notice the clear sheet, and it's a really cool design with like the slats. So I think it looks pretty amazing.
We wanted to add the extra slats, one to kind of hide the clear sheets and not make it a feature, but then also make it a little point of difference to any other pergola.
Right now our backyard is looking a bit of a schmozzle, as you can see.
Our poor gnomes have cracked and
I know,
had better days.
And there's ladders and there's junk everywhere, but this week actually, well, maybe this week, maybe next week, we're gonna start clearing the backyard. We're gonna get rid of all of this. We're gonna try and bring the grass back to life.
And surprise, surprise, we've also had a lot of rain this week.
I feel like for the last 10 weeks, it's basically been raining every week.
So landscaping is definitely on the back burner.
But that's okay, we will get there.
We'll be doing it in the rain next week because we have nothing else to do.
Also, I don't know if you can notice, but our plants have this like beautiful frosting on it. It's like a new look that we're going for.
Getting ready for winter.
So we've actually painted all our trees. No, we didn't intentionally do that. The boys were spraying this and I came back and I was like, why do all our plants look like they're a little bit white?
Oh my gosh. That's not coming off.
That's not coming off.
But we've made sure it's environmentally friendly paint.
Yeah, so don't worry, the trees are not gonna die. But now we're in a winter wonderland. We have a little bit of white trees all around, which is really
Also,
beautiful.
Update over this way as well. Update on Cooper's tree that he chopped down. It's definitely not living.
Cooper, how's the tree that you're replanting going?
Lovely, I'm just weathering it in, just going for that autumn vibe.
I love it. Okay, well, I look forward to seeing it in the ground soon.
Remember when Cooper said that he was going to put it back together and that he was going to screw it in and he thought that he could bring it back to life?
You can fix it, it's possible. It's fine. Like, it's just a few screws and a bit of glad wrap, it'll be fine, Charlotte.
Well, yeah,
He was dreaming.
it's over there and it's not going to make
It's
it.
now firewood.
Yeah.
Jack also this week built our kickboard for our bench seat. So it's going to be plopped on top, and we've got our floorers, we've talked to them, and they're just going to butt it in but leave a 7mm gap. The 7mm gap will allow for a little bit of movement, and then we'll put our skirting board on top and you won't even see the gap. It'll be perfect.
While we were gone, the boys also obviously painted the whole house and this room, and they built this little feature wall. We wanted to add a little bit of interest in the 2 front bedrooms, and it's kind of like a bed head, which is nice. The electrician cut the holes out for our wall sconces, which we're kind of still picking out.
We ordered them yesterday. Well, we ordered like 3 different options.
Yeah,
and we've
so-
got 2 rooms.
So hopefully by the end of the week we'll have picked them, and then the
And they
boys
also did these beautiful wooden handles for
and
our
installed
wardrobes.
the wardrobes.
And also today I went to go and do a patch, like fix up the paint in this room. And there's 3 buckets of paint that do not have a label on what they are, on the name of the paint. And so I just took a wild guess. Well, the boys told me that was the right one, and why would we have the wrong one here? And turns out it was definitely the wrong one.
So there was like a rim of a different color, and I was like, yeah, that's not right. So she had to repaint that. So that's a very thoroughly painted
So
wall.
I painted that wall 4 times today.
But besides that, carpet's coming in tomorrow, and then this room.
And skirting boards also got done. Architraves we pulled them off. We were going to keep them to save money, but then by the time you sand and like do a stain protector so the wood doesn't leak through, we were just like, oh, just get new architraves.
So yeah, it's all been happening in this room, but as of tomorrow, we could probably put a bed in here and sleep in here. Actually, you could do that right now.
Yeah, with the 1 PowerPoint that we have in the entire house. Have fun.
We kept the original windows, which now that they're all painted white, I think they look super cute and they add a little bit of character to the home, which is nice. So we're just finishing off painting them, then we'll take the tape off. Then we're gonna have our DIY blinds that we put across the window, and then the shears that go over the top. And I think that that's gonna really soften the space, and it's gonna look very, very pretty with the carpet and the soft furnishing. So yeah, I love my little windows, they're really cute.
And we have also kept the old cornices, which I think add a little bit of charm and character back into the house, hey?
Yeah.
Last week our waterproofer came and did all the waterproofing for the bathroom and the laundry, and then our tiler came on Monday and then did screed beds in all 3 rooms as well. So now we're basically ready for tiling.
Our floor is actually going to start getting laid today with Flooring Xtra. So this is kind of like the last look that you will get of our bare little house without floors. So I think that's kind of like the last big thing apart from tiles to get done that will really transform the space. So we are very excited for that.
So not only do we have the Flooring Xtra team here today, we also have our carpentry team here, and they are building our front railing and then also getting up to code our top balustrade kind of thing. The boys are making this beautiful balustrade. So we got rid of the old metal one because it kind of dated the house and we wanted it to kind of match the top railing anyway. So we're going to do thin little slats up here.
Oh, bloody hell.
Jack's really stressing out today. He's not having the best day. Do you want me to hold it? He'll be just fine. Just ignore him. Mr. Joel is up here and he is starting the railing and he's going to start the slats very soon, aren't you, Joel? So he's just securing this so it's solid as a rock. And then if we come in here, you can't really hear me because it's so loud because they're renovating. The Flooring Xtra team is here laying the floors, and then our carpet layer also just arrived too. So come through. Maybe we won't go in there, but he's starting to put all these like edging in that the carpet gets like squished into so it holds in place.
we basically confiscate your phone because we have one being used to time lapse in the house. I've taken the other boy's phone to time lapse something else, and I'm sure we'll need Jack's at one point. So
We actually do have spare phones.
we do.
We just keep
the boys have better phones than us. I'm like, please, Cooper, can I have your phone? And they're like, yes. And I'm like, this is how you stop them going on their phones throughout the day. You just take them. It's, yeah, maybe a little bit, but that's not the intention. It's just I need their phone. They must trust us a lot because I have my face in Cooper's phone.
That's a lot.
He took it off.
I have my face in Jack's.
Okay, so maybe he was like that.
No, we know the password though.
Yeah. We just
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, everyone. Just
That's my password.
When it comes to landscaping, it can be a little bit overwhelming to know what plants to use, what design to do, should you have a deck, should you have retaining walls, all the things, right? So we have been working with the team at Virtual Landscape Designs Australia, and they have been helping us put together a design for our front yard and for our backyard. And they have actually just sent over some really awesome renders, which have been put together based off inspiration photos I've sent them. I filled out a questionnaire with what I was hoping for, what the vision was, and with images of our backyard, of our front yard, and it's all been done virtually, which is awesome. And so we have renders here of what our front yard's gonna look like. And just before Jack called me out and he was like, where do you want the balustrade for the stairs to stop? Do you want it here or here? And I was like, oh, I don't know. It's really hard to tell because I'm such a visual learner. And then I remembered I had the renders and I got the renders out and I was like, just do what they did because it looks awesome in the picture. So I know it's gonna look awesome in real life. So I'm loving these renders. This is what our house is going to look like once it's been painted, all the plants are in, and it's making me super excited for how this is all going to turn out. Welcome to our living room. How good do the floors look? Beautiful. Stunning. They'll be done in no time. They've been here for what, like 2 hours?
And I'm assuming the carpet will also be installed very quickly too.
I think we could start styling next week. I need to get some furniture first. I've actually got to go and do that, and I'm a bit overwhelmed by that. I think we're going to need to sit down and figure out what we're doing.
Yeah, we probably should have done furniture a couple of weeks ago, but that's okay.
Everything's a little last minute.
I don't know why you're lying. Why you lying to me? Why you lying? Why you lying to me?
Welcome to my office. I have plonked my little camping chair here because it's out of the way of the team at Flooring Xtra, but I can kind of see what the boys are doing. And Charlotte, I think, is out there doing a bit of a base coat on the balustrade. And I am now going to start picking out our furniture because if we're finishing in 3 weeks, I need to be ordering like ASAP because some of these things have lead time. So I need to pick a couch, a rug, a dining table, linen for the beds, bedside tables, outdoor furniture, like cushions and throws and all the things. So I'm gonna get to work and I'm a little overwhelmed because that's a lot of decisions. We've got to do it now or the house will be empty.
Don't care what the past is. Don't care what the past is. Got that egomania and don't care what the past is. Don't care what the past is.
Our budget recap for week 10 is broken down into 2 categories. So we have the labor, which was $10,680, which included the Flooring Xtra guys to lay our floorboards and screed. And it also included some carpentry work. And then our materials, which was $7,255. So our grand total for 10 weeks is $125,813. Are you recording? Is that even on? What we're trying to do is decide what size gap we
Spacing.
want. Joel's standing up there with 4 different types of spacing, and I'm not really sure.
Yeah, like eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I think the small spacing is a bit too much, don't you reckon?
Yeah, but I don't like too big a spacing because that's a bit ugly too.
It's because the bricks are different colours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Paint all that white.
Just squint your eyes and like,
I want to have a rant about the girls. I want to talk about how much the girls, like everything was going pretty smooth until the girls got back, and then it's just like, wow, crazy. You know, like paint on the walls, perfect. Girls get back, it's like 3 different colors. Like I'm not even kidding, 3 different bloody paints on the wall because the girls get back for like 2 hours.
How are we tracking for finishing in 3 weeks?
3 weeks?
Yeah, because you want to go to the snow in 3 weeks.
Yeah, I do want to go away in 3 weeks. Look, we're going to be pretty tight. I feel like we'll get it done.
Cooper's saying that he thinks we've chosen the worst 13 weeks to do the challenge because we've been away for 4 weeks and we've had 5 weeks of rain. And look, you're not wrong.
What else? Cooper's also been away for 4 weeks.
It's a beautiful place to work, so if you'd like a job, hit us up.
KFC on Friday.
KFC fries. I actually want to eat some KFC, by the way. So
we gotta go. We gotta go.
Checks out.
Bye.
Do you need help?
Nah, it's all good.
Oh dear.
Whoopsie daisies. They're really strong tiles. They gotta be strong tiles. You can't cut them.
No, they're strong.
Yeah,
Good.
that'll be fine.
It just shows what great quality ABI tiles are because they've gone for a little tumble and they're fine.
Bloody hope you're recording, Ludo.